And good Friday morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather. As we move into January the 29th, right now it is cold to say the least. 29. This is probably one of the coldest mornings we've had in probably 3 weeks or so. It downright cold if you hadn't opened your front door to head out and do anything yet. Warm up your car before you head out into the wild blue yonder today. Make sure you're warm as you begin your day. Well, let's get to the weather and find out exactly what's going to happen today and as we head into the weekend. This is the final weekend of deer season also. Keep that in mind for the state of Mississippi anyway.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As I said today, 29 right now. We're headed for a high of 56 is what the National Weather Service tells us. Let's now look over and see where storms are going to be today, what the radar looks like nationwide, and see what's going on in our area. As we pull up radar this morning, our best chances for thunderstorm today are going to be way away from Mississippi. As you'll see here, we don't have anything going on here across Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, even Louisiana. We have to go into the northern part of Texas, all around the Oklahoma City area there. That's a good chance of thunderstorms today. But as you look at that, still no horrible weather. It's just going to be some thunderstorms, light stuff, nothing that picks up to become tornadic activity. Also from Tucson, Arizona, all the way taking in Las Vegas out to Santa Barbara. Going to have some rain today, so y'all be ready there. All this purple, as you get into this in these areas, are winter weather advisories. We got a bunch of snow coming down in Denver as well as Nevada, and you go on up into Idaho, they've got a bunch this morning also. As you get up here, fog advisories in Nebraska, and also in Indiana, they're having a winter storm watch. Bunch going on there. Snow falling up in New York, but as we get down to Mississippi, all clear. Nothing going on here. Or Alabama. We get up into Neshoba County, and we do have a flood warning. And let me see if I can turn that on. Flood warning here, and this is going to be for the Pearl River is what this is. Pearl River above Philadelphia affected Neshoba County. So keep that in mind there if you're anywhere near this in this area here is where the Pearl River comes out. This is going to be north of the city limits of Philadelphia there, starting out here just east of where the Choctaws are, Choctaw, Mississippi, up through here, that area there. So a quick look at where that is headed this morning. As we start looking at things that are going on with weather, let's see here. Let's pull it up. Now, out to our west today, we will start having this starting tomorrow in our forecast. Yesterday was real windy. Remember that breeze we had, that 20 to 25 miles an hour? For the rest of the state to the west of Meridian in Philadelphia, in this area, Yazoo, up here in the Delta, strong winds possible today in these areas here, all the way back to Bastrop, Louisiana. So not in our area, but they'll have sustained winds of 25 miles an hour and then gusts from 30 to 40 miles an hour. That's strong. Now, we do have some winds in the forecast, but not that strong for the rest of the weekend. As we look at today, as we said, sunshine. You'll be able to do what most ever you want. 56 as we had a high yesterday, 48, 49. Today, a little warmer, and there's a reason for that because rain is in the forecast, and we'll tell you in a moment. As we look at the temps over the next 10 days of what the climate controller, what they're telling us, we start to see a little break there. This is the first time that we've seen some normalness coming in. That's going to be in the northern part of the state. As this comes in, temperatures will stop to go back down and be flatlined for February of where they should be aligned. It's been above average for the last, I guess since the end of December. That's what we've been looking at. As we move forward here and we look at record highs, record lows, what went on this date. Interesting, 1957, it was 82 degrees on this day. That was warm. That 57 Chevy was brand new at the dealership. You could do that. It was also 1966, a cool 9 degrees on this date. That was our record low back in 66. That was downright cold. As we look at the best times to hunt, as we said, in the state of Mississippi, we've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you count today, we got 3 days left. It ends at dark 30 on Sunday afternoon, and we'll be in the books for another year. Parts of Alabama will go to, I think it's the 10th of February, but for our immediate area, it's all over. So we pull up to see what our best times to hunt today, and it looks like our next time is going to be this afternoon, starting at 2, and it says till 4. So from 2 to dark 30 is probably going to be the best times today. So hit the woods. Make sure you're there this afternoon. If you can get off a few minutes early, be in the woods and see what you can do. Because you never know. This is that last, what they call those Hail Marys. Get out and go hunting. It'll do you good, make you feel better about yourself. As we head to Collinsville, always a great deal at the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. Have you been there lately and visited with Joe and done your grocery shopping? About 9 miles from the city limits of Meridian, and one of the best decisions you can make to go visit with Joe and do your shopping. They've got this week, these are good through Tuesday if you go to town every so often. This is when these prices are good for. Through Tuesday afternoon. You can get the yellow onions, $1.39. That's down for that 3-pound bag. You can also get the navel oranges, a 4-pound bag, for $3.99. Now, as you keep going through this, you can get those bell peppers at 89 cents each. You can get chicken noodle, cream of mushroom for $1.39 a can. The Piggly Wiggly barbecue sauce, only $1. That's not bad at all. The Piggly Wiggly ketchup, $2.49 for that 64-ounce bottle. You can get the Dixie Crystal Sugar, a 4-pound bag for $2.29. Crackers, 89 cents. Also the margarine spread there, a Piggly Wiggly brand, $1.99. Oscar Mayer wieners, $3.29 for a big old pack of those. Bacon, $3.29 for the brine 12-ounce size. We cook bacon just about every day. It's good. Horse rump roast, $3.99 a pound, along with sirloin roast. You can also get a great deal on Coca-Cola products, 3 for $12, and you can get the drinking water, 3 for $10, that purified water there. Check all that out. They've got some great deals for you this week at the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. Drop in and see it again. Joe's there in Collinsville, well worth your drive, and save you some money at the end of the day. That's what Joe does each and every day. Good morning, Tom Ainsworth. I see you're up trying to feed some cows this morning. Well, let's go back and take a look at our map here and look at some temperatures this morning of where we are around the area. And as we pull up radar, it tells us that at Keyfield Meridian, we're sitting at 29 degrees, as well at NAS Meridian. When we get into Mississippi State, up to Starkville, 28 degrees. Columbus Air Force Base sitting at 31 this morning. Just across that Alabama line in Tuscaloosa, 31. And in Jackson, Mississippi, they're sitting this morning at 32 degrees, just a freeze right there, even with it. So that's kind of where that is. Now, let's talk about our forecast and what we've got with rain and things that are coming up. As we turn to the forecast, again today, our high is going to reach about 56. Tonight, low around 35, a little chilly, but not near as cold as we had this morning. Now, there could be some frost on your windshield. Make sure to warm that up. Make sure it's good to go. As we get in tomorrow, it's going to be warm. 64 is what the high is to be, but we're going to have 25-mile-an-hour gusts making way for rain tomorrow night. An 80% chance on Saturday night for rain. Our low is only at 55. Still gusty, 25-mile-an-hour gust. Now, the rain will move out just in time to go to church there. That'll be good. 64 for our high on Sunday. Again, a gusty day to end hunting season. And by Monday, temperatures drop back down to 47 for a high and still gusty. So that's our forecast. Rain was going to be warm this weekend and then a little bit cooler as we begin next week. Now, let's look into our extended forecast. If I can get my doohickey here working. Sometimes your doohickey just doesn't work right. And I had one of those this morning. It just didn't want to move around. All right, let me see if I can get that to cooperate now. All right, now it's going to work for me. All right, as we look at our extended forecast, we go through this, and as we look at Monday, 49, we'll hit 53 on Monday, and as we get in toward the end of the week, look at that, 69 for Thursday. Let's go ahead and jump ahead, and let's put it out there over the next 10 days to see what we've got. As we go into February the 10th, we're looking still at 62 degrees. So we're still at this point above average, but we start seeing that temperatures could start dropping just a little bit to the normalness of what we should have for February. We'll be on top of that and watch the weather for you closely as always. And again, I invite you to join me this morning at 8:30 as Candace will join me in the studio. And we'll give you the latest of what's going on with headlines in and around the area, let you know what's happening here locally. And on a national level, there's always something going on. We'll give you the latest on the GameStop, what's going on there. Wow. And then also a Texas police chief. Wow, he's in hot water. All that's coming up this morning. Good morning to Les. Appreciate you watching this morning. We'll be back in a little while. And as always, be careful. Again, warm your cars up. It's 29 degrees as you begin it this morning here with Scotty Ray's Weather. Thanks a bunch.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by